The hallways inside Nike World Headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon aren't decorated for athletes who are merely seen as promising. Those walls are reserved for competitors who've already made a lasting impact, celebrating achievements that have earned recognition on the global stage. On February 27, 2026, those iconic hallways told a new story. Giant posters stretched across the walls showcasing career milestones and unforgettable match-winning moments, alongside one striking symbol, a blooming white sampaguita, the national flower of the Philippines. The display wasn't just a celebration of success, it was a statement that a new chapter in tennis had begun. That flower had been printed on a custom t-shirt created exclusively for a 20-year-old ranked number 29 in the world. Standing inside Nike's global headquarters, Alex Eala had become the center of a story that began 7 months earlier on the grass of center court. Fans following her 2026 season already knew the results: a win over Coco Gauff at Indian Wells, a resilient comeback against Laura Siegemund in Miami, and back-to-back round of 16 finishes at WTA 1000 tournaments. What many didn't realize was that Nike's commitment to Eala had been growing just as fast. In under 8 months, the partnership evolved from a single custom accessory into a limited edition apparel collection and a visit to the company's headquarters. When the tennis world saw what Nike had built, social media took notice. While much of the WTA landscape still talked about Eala as a future star, someone with potential who might eventually break through, Nike had already committed to a different vision. Rather than wait, the company commissioned Manila-based artist Georgina Camus to design a custom sampaguita t-shirt, released as a limited edition available only in the Philippines. With no global marketing campaign behind it, fan reports indicated the shirt sold out quickly, with Filipino supporters flooding social media and calling Eala Nike's newest it girl. The gap between how the tennis establishment viewed her and how the market responded to her was hard to miss. This wasn't just a lifestyle shirt featuring a tennis player, it was a cultural statement backed by one of the world's most influential sportswear brands. The whole thing traces back to one small detail few expected anyone to notice. During her center court debut at Wimbledon 2025, Nike gave Eala a custom white sampaguita hair tie. No press release, no campaign, just the national flower of the Philippines woven into her look on one of tennis's biggest stages. Eala later described it as a reminder of where she came from and everything that had brought her to that moment. What looked like a small gesture quietly became the foundation for something much bigger. By July 2025, that idea had grown into the In Full Bloom t-shirt, a limited edition Nike by You design by Georgina Camus, featuring a blooming sampaguita set against a green tennis court graphic. It launched exclusively through Nike's official Philippine retail partner, Park Access, around July 21st. According to widespread fan reports, the collection sold out quickly without an international release, celebrity endorsement, or traditional ad campaign. Days later, when Eala wore the shirt during her Vogue Philippines cover shoot, her father watched from the sidelines and offered a few words that carried more weight than any sales figure. It's been a dream since she was a kid to see her a dream come true. I'm speechless. It's amazing. She likes what she's wearing. She's smiling. Eala has never hidden her love of fashion. As she's put it herself, I am a fashion lover. I like to style myself. When I look good, I feel good, and that gives me confidence. That mindset is part of what turned Nike's merchandise into something more than apparel, a reflection of her identity, worn proudly and featured on a national magazine cover for the whole country to see. By February 2026, Nike took that relationship a step further with Eala's visit to Beaverton. Just days earlier she'd been preparing for Indian Wells. By the end of the week, she was walking through hallways decorated with murals celebrating her career, standing next to the limited edition sampaguita shirt displayed like a museum piece, and being fitted for footwear made specifically for her. This wasn't a routine promotional stop. Nike was folding her into the part of its campus reserved for athletes it sees as central to its future. Every detail pointed to the same conclusion: that hair tie from her 2025 Wimbledon debut was never a one-off gesture. It was the opening chapter. Her results on court kept pace with the growing investment. She beat Coco Gauff at Indian Wells, advanced through the Miami Open with a comeback win over Siegmund and another strong win to reach the round of 16, and climbed to a career-high ranking of world number 29. Her rise on the court and Nike's commercial commitment moved together, each reinforcing the other. When reporters in Miami asked whether she hoped Nike would eventually design custom on-court apparel for her, she said without hesitation that she'd love that. Behind the collection was Georgina Camus, the Manila-based artist Nike personally chose to turn the Sampaguita into a design meant to reflect discipline, courage, and growth, something she described as meant to inspire the next generation to bloom in their own time. Rather than outsourcing the project, Nike rooted it in Filipino culture, and it resonated strongly with fans at home and across the global Filipino community. The partnership also pointed to a broader shift in women's tennis, the growing commercial weight of Southeast Asia, a region long overshadowed by the traditional European and North American markets. As clay season approached, followed by Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and the US Open, a new question emerged, not just how far Eala could go in these tournaments, but what she'd wear and how many fans would want to wear it alongside her. Even after a tough Miami Open loss to Karolina Muchova, she stayed focused on growth, talking openly about what she'd learned before returning to practice the next day. From a white Sampaguita hair tie on center court, to a sold-out limited collection with no global ad campaign, to murals inside Nike's headquarters and a career-high ranking, every milestone points to the same thing: Nike isn't treating Alex Eala as a promising young player anymore. It's treating her as an athlete capable of representing a nation and inspiring millions. The next question is whether Nike unveils a fully customized on-court kit for her by the US Open, and whether the Sampaguita is at the center of it again.